Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the show. Welcome to Access Country. And of course, welcome to the Don Pierce Show, Coast to Coast. Man, I am excited about today. I got to tell you, I am so excited. I didn't even have a coffee this morning. I'm so damn excited about this man being here on our show. What a character. Spent some time with him yesterday, kind of setting up the board. Man, oh man, what a down-to-earth man. We've got the one, the only international recording artist, country breakthrough artist of the year, Mr. Rob George, with us here today. Yes, he is in here early. Yeah, we were supposed to have him in here at 10 o'clock. Man, this guy's so cool. He wanted to come in early, and he has agreed to be our co-host right here on Access Country. Rob, how the heck are you, buddy?
Oh, I'm great today. I was so excited being with you on the show today, Don. So hello, everybody.
Man, it's so great to have you here, man. Got a lot of questions coming in from the fans. As you know, we put up that promo having you here. Chance to win $50 Visa card, courtesy of our sponsor, Ontario Fire Prevention Services. But just 1 second, Rob. We got another guy in here with us today. We got the one, the only sauerkraut in here. Hey, buddy, how you doing in Niagara Falls?
Oh, any better, Mr. Don, I'd be you.
Well, you can't be me because I'm too much fun to have around, I'll tell you. But, hey, I don't want to talk to you. I want to talk to Rob, man. So,
that's right.
Hey,
that's
thanks
right.
for coming in. Thanks for coming in here and being the engineer and kind of taking care of things today, buddy.
Hey, not a problem, not a problem. But as always, it's your show, and I'm just here to support you and make some comedic relief for everybody here. Maybe once in a while, I'll throw in a little jab at you or something like that to keep things going and keep the show flowing.
Well, there you go. You're always good at that. That's for sure. But anyway, got back to Rob. Rob, what are you doing this morning, man? I'm seeing you all over Facebook. You're at the vet. Man, you got problems out there?
No, we've been at the vet with our puppy litter. We have to do that with the border collies, check the eyes before they go to the new homes. And the first 2 leave tomorrow. So we had to do that, and everything's perfect. Border collies they are pretty, it's pretty exciting with them because they have like 11 different gene defects they can have. And we exclude them by breeding, so our parents are negative on all of them. But still, you have to do that eye check at the vet for the puppies, and everything was good, everything awesome. But I tell you, it's a fun drive having 5 puppies. Never rode in a car, driving an hour to Frankfurt and driving back an hour from Frankfurt. That's a lot of fun.
Yeah, I bet it is, man. But you know what? There's the point. You're not only a bloody recording star, you're a rancher and a father. Yeah, so before we get into this brand new album you got there, Rob, let's talk a little bit about Rob George, the rancher, the husband, the father. How is things making out during the pandemic for you guys?
Oh, it was a chance for us to settle down a bit, I would have been to Canada in May, touring for about 4 to 6 weeks, and then hitting Nashville on the way back home for another week to record new songs for the next album. And the virus did slow things down here, and I had time to do some projects for my lady. Women are women, and they always have projects for us to do, even if there's a virus going around. And so
that honey-do list. That honey-do list will get you every time, that's for sure.
That's right, that's right.
Yeah, and so we did build a chicken coop. We did raise that litter of puppies that will leave the house now this week. We had, what else did we have? Oh, she made me dig a garden for her. So everything cool here. I'm busy. I'm still a busy man.
Holy moly, where do you find the time? I got to tell you though, Rob, it's kind of interesting. When I was reading your bio and kind of doing my research about you, you're into cutting horses too, man. Like you're on that national friggin' wing of that stuff, boy. I'm pretty impressed. President of the Germany Cutting Association. That's pretty cool,
right,
man.
Right. Been in that position for 6 years. and rode up in the competitions up to the World Series. And yeah, it was my last 16 years doing exclusively riding and training cutting horses.
So you're kind of the all-around cowboy then. You're actually, cutting cows and singing country and western music. Man, I'm telling you.
Yeah, it goes together,
something
doesn't it?
Yeah, I'm telling you. You like 1 minute you're in the barn, the next minute you're on stage. But
that can
you've done
happen. That can happen.
Yeah, but your story's pretty friggin' interesting. I did some checking on you, and I found it pretty interesting that you really had no desires of being a country star. It just landed on your lap, let's say.
Yeah.
Folks, I got to tell you, I was reading Rob's bio and found it pretty interesting that recording a couple of songs on a CD was part of your bucket list, man. That you never intended to go to Nashville and become a star.
Right. My intention was to just I did sing my whole life, like on family events and stuff. And when I lost my soul horse, I had the intent to leave the ranch for 3 to 4 weeks just to see something else and to get that picture of him lying on the ground out of my head. And then I had on my bucket list vocal coaching, and I wanted to go to Nashville to have some real good vocal coaching, and that was all. I didn't intend to come back like being a superstar or something. I just wanted to go there to get a little better. And yeah, I went there. The lady said, "You got to be on the radio," and here we are.
No kidding, Nick. It's been a 2-year whirlwind kind of an organization for you. Let's talk about Nashville a little bit here. But you know what? I think I'm going to take a little bit of a commercial break here and come back in a second because you know what? I got to pay the bills, Rob, just like you do.
I know that one.
Hey, no doubt. We'll be back in about, minute and a half. Welcome to the show. You're with Access Country and the Don Pierce Show, coast to coast. Man, I got to tell you, I'm so flabbergasted to have this guy in here on the phone, kind of helping us out, doing the co-hosting today. Mr. Rob George is here with us, Breakthrough Country Artist of the Year. Rob, glad to have you here. And before we all finished here, we were talking about Rob George the Man and kind of getting into your trip to Nashville. So let's carry on with that. Well, Sauerkraut's trying to do his thing there.
All right. So
something,
Yeah, me going to Nashville. Yeah, that was a great story. I mean, like I told you, I just had to leave the ranch because my soul horse passed away, and I just had to free my mind a little. And I just checked the internet on Google for vocal coach in Nashville, and I found the lady with the name Kristen K. Smith, and her website looked so good, and it read so good, and I just dropped her an email and said, "I'm coming from Germany. I would like to have 1 hour of vocal coaching every day when I'm in Nashville." And she would just drop me an email back, and she said, "Rob, you're welcome. We're working together." And that's how it all started. So Kristen got me into the right pitch.
Well, no kidding. Let's talk about Kristen for a minute here, Rob. Quite a girl. She's got quite a background. Checked up on her too, Rob. She's got quite a background in Nashville. So how the heck did you get Miss Christian,
Well,
and
like I
let's
told
talk
you,
about Christian. Like, she's got some pretty big friends. Like, we're talking Garth Brooks type friends here.
I know. The good thing is her friends jumped on my songs too. So one of the co-writers on This Ain't My First Rodeo is Pat Alger.
Yeah.
So he wrote Thunder Rolls for Garth Brooks. So Well, how did I find her? I just Googled. I promise. I just Googled and for vocal coaching, and I ended up with Kristen's page. And I really just dropped her a line and asked her if we could work together for 3 weeks. And it was the same day she came back with an email telling me, "Hey Rob, you're welcome. We will work together," and this is how things came together. Then we would sing covers the first 2 weeks.
You got to
Until
tell the folks this little story, Rob. About when you were in the studio and she was telling you, okay, Rob, you gotta be more American. So you gotta tell us that little bit of a story.
That was later. I'm coming to that point way later when we were at the recording studio. But in the first days when I met her first, we just sang covers and it was all okay. And then she would ask me, "Hey Rob, do you write your own songs?" And I said, "Yeah, Kristen, I do." And she said, "Okay, you got to play one." And I got Push That Horn, my very first single. I played it on that chair in her little studio on Music Row.
That's
and
right.
When the last tone was ringing on the guitar, she said, "And that's got to be on the radio." And this is how it all started. We would record that single in the last 3 days. I've been to Nashville in March 2018, and the single dropped in June 2018 as my debut single.
Yeah, it hit the charts. Man, it hit the charts. First debut single.
Push That Horn didn't really, because it was just acoustic, but it did hit in, I guess, 1.5 months. It had 50,000 plays. I didn't even mean to publish it. But
Wow.
I did send it. Push That Horn is a song I wrote for my cutting horse trainer in Missouri, Mr. Dean Terry from DeSoto, Missouri. He passed away the same year my horse did. In January, my trainer passed away. In February, my horse. And I wrote Push That Horn for my trainer, and I would send that ready recorded song to the widow of Dean, to Judy.
Wow.
And the same day, I was looking. I did a little video for the song, like just for looking better, and for having more experience with the song. I did put some pictures of Dino in there and me singing on the pasture. And I did send that one to Judy, a YouTube video. And I had no Facebook page. I had nothing about Rob George music. And I just did send that little video with Push That Horn to Judy, the widow of Dean. And she has so many connections in the cutting horse industry. The same day, that video would spread over Facebook, the YouTube link, all across the U.S. Every cutting horse rider just would post it on their pages and stuff. And so I had to decide, okay, do I just sit there and see how that hypes, or do I do something else? And what you don't know, when I left Kristen with the recording of Push That Horn, she said, "You got to come back in fall with 10 more songs." And we recorded an album.
Easier said than done, right?
Yeah, having that in mind, I thought, man, you better set up a Facebook page and a YouTube page and all that stuff and let it roll through that one. And so I did. It was like doing the website, doing the Facebook page, that was all one day. That was when I saw Judy that pass around that Push That Horn song. This is when I set up my pages, websites, Facebook pages, Instagram pages, Twitter pages. That was all one day.
That's kind of like what we did here too. We decided that we were going to start a radio station. We did everything all in one day. All the pages, everything. Yeah.
That was right.
That was quite fun.
No kidding. Like, how does a cowboy, get together and start putting up, social media overnight? Like, that must have been a challenge.
I had a Facebook account. I have a laptop, and I'm working on some, or worked all my life for the Cutting Horse Association. I did the website, so I had a little clue about how things work. And I did also the social media for the Cutting Horse Association of Germany back at that time. So I had a little knowledge about all that stuff. So it wasn't too hard for me, but it's not the favorite part of my day.
No, I guess not. I guess cleaning the barn's more fun.
That's true. That's true. Like spending the time with the animals, that's priceless.
Like, tell me, Rob, like, when you're writing your songs, is it like, is that when you're working, when you get your most inspiration, or is it, just comes to your head? Like, how does Rob George get a great country song?
Usually it really comes in my head when I'm outside in the barn shoveling poo. I have all the time of the world to think and to let my brain work. And that's when the songs come to my mind. For me, it's a little bit different than other songwriters do it. Usually they have a song ready and some lines, and they find the title as the last thing. For me, I start with the title. A title comes in my mind, and then I build the song around the title.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that song.
You can say shit, Rob. It's okay.
Okay, good.
You can shovel shit all day long
Yeah.
here,
All
no
right.
problem, man.
Yeah, shoveling shit sounds much better.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
So you're not going to give up the shovel. You're just going to get a bigger shovel that looks nicer. Maybe engrave it, get some gold on there, right?
Right, some customized stuff there. Yeah.
yeah. Not so bad for a guy from Germany coming from shoveling shit to a superstar international. I got to tell you, Rob. Let's get back to this song, "Push the Horn." There's,
Mm-hmm.
that it kind of interests me because you went to Nashville, cut a couple
Mm-hmm.
of you wanted to cut a couple of songs just to bring home, kind of your bucket list deal. But
Mm-hmm.
anyway, you had to come back, and you brought your wife back, who sings backup vocals for you in this song,
Right.
And I tell you, Rob, you may have some competition there, boy, because that girl's got a pretty nice voice.
I know that, and she's always telling me when we have like a little fight or something, she's telling me I gotta go to Nashville and record my own album.
Yeah, no doubt. But I'm telling you, she's got a great voice, and I'm don't know why she doesn't pursue it a little more. But she's great on that album. I'm telling you, it really made a difference in the song. I'm telling you, brought it right out.
Yeah, absolutely. I could feel that extremely with Push That Horn, because we had that first version in June coming out with just me, and then in November we dropped that version with her as background vocals and also doing solo parts in it, and it really has a really great effect on the song, and I love that version way better than version on the album in the end.
Hey, good morning, everybody. You're with Access Country and, of course, the Don Pierce Show, Coast to Coast. This morning, we're having a great show. We got Mr. Rob George in here. Yeah, country superstar right there out of Nashville, coming at use the Breakout Artist of the Year for 2020. He's kind of sharing his story with us today. We also got the one, the only sauerkraut in here. So what's happening, dude?
Not too much. So just right now, Rob's internet seems to have gone down. So we're just waiting for him to get back on the phone there. Hopefully
Wow.
everything's good there, but not too much going on here. I see the chat starting to light up and got some gifts going on out there. So if you
That's
are
cool.
new to the chat, you can comment. You can make your own funny name if you want to do that. That way we know who you are. That's how people become famous, like Papa
No,
Bear.
this Papa Bear is here with us. Yeah, he's always here with us. Yeah, right out of
Yeah.
New York there. I got to tell you, this chat thing you got developed here is kind of cool. Fans get in here, they get to interact with the stars and ask their questions. We kind of got a giveaway going on. You want to explain that there, Sauerkraut?
Yeah, so we have a giveaway right now on our Facebook page, Sorghum Fry Media. If you go there, you can see we have a gift card for a $50 Visa gift card. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be reading some of those questions, and Rob is going to choose the best question that he feels, and that person is going to win a $50 Visa gift card. But you have to like our page. You have to like the post and share it, and then ask your question right there on that post. So we may read all of those questions, or as many of those questions as we can. We had a lot coming through, but there can only be one winner. But we do have some T-shirts on the way, so we'll also be giving out some T-shirts to backup people. So there you go.
Yeah, Rob's agreed to throw in a few T-shirts to help us out here and get them out to the fans.
Yes.
What a great guy, isn't he, man? I'm telling you.
Yes, he's back now. So
Cool.
he heard you talking good about him.
Yeah, I
Well,
did. I did. So,
well, that's
oh,
good.
that feels so good.
And I'll tell you, Rob, you're lucky you came back at that part, because before that I was talking some pretty good shit about you. Yeah,
Yeah,
telling you that
I
you.
guess so. I guess so. You saw me that I was thrown out the chat, right?
No,
Yeah.
man, I was just telling everybody that you got a hell of a race behind you, because you've got a lot of great country artists coming up in the field, and you're moving quite along, but you got a bigger problem. Yeah, you got a potential country star sleeping in your bed that's gonna kind of take over. I don't know, man.
Yeah,
That's a great.
that's right. That's right.
That's a great song, man. I really enjoyed it. I was singing along there. I don't know if you could hear me in the background there. That's what I was
No,
telling Sauerkraut.
I couldn't. I was thrown out the chat. I couldn't hear you saying so.
He missed that part. Lucky you.
Yeah.
Lucky you, Rob.
Yeah, no doubt. It went down right in time, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
let's try and listen to Don sing and friggin' Sauerkraut hum. Yeah, that was a
Yeah.
great deal. That was. Yeah. You got it right, Rob. I got to tell you though, what a guy you are. Rancher, father, you know, international country star, and you are so down to earth, man. Like, this whole stardom thing does not seem to have affected you at all, man. You're just down to earth type of guy, and that is what country music's about. Is get a hold.
Thank you so much, Don. I really appreciate you saying that, because I I tell you, that's very important for me. I don't want to be someone like leaving the ground and being like feeling better than anybody else. That's just not me. I was raised in a different way. Like, down to earth, grounded. That was very important for my mom too, and I appreciate that she raised me that way, and I don't want to lose that. Absolutely not. And maybe it's also the age. I started that thing when I was 42, and maybe I told my wife a lot of times, maybe
Paused.
things
Oh,
would
there
have
it
been
goes.
different. But when you're 42, you're kind of settled in your personality, and I feel that way, absolutely, and I think I will never change.
Well, that's a good deal. Like, because at our age, because I'm around your age, the tight wrangler syndrome is kind of over for us by now. So we got to kind of make it all on our own here, buddy. So but I'm telling you, that voice that you have is quite unique. I was, as you might imagine, here at the show.
Mhm.
Between Sauerkraut, he's actually my engineer. He's got 2 shows of his own, so he's a prissy guy. But anyway, you might imagine that we listen to hundreds of songs each and every week. Got a lot of artists sending us their stuff, trying to get on the air. So, I was telling Sauerkraut about you long before we met, but I was sitting in my chair doing what I do, listening to the music, trying to figure out who, what, where I'm going to do with my show. And then your song came on, and I kind of put everything on a shuffle that I'm interested in. And, this song came on, Gift of Life.
Mhm.
And I'm telling you, you know, man, if I wouldn't have looked through your Facebook page, dude, I got a video for you that we could make on that song. What a song that is, man. You know, I got to tell you, Rob, it brought me back to my own kids and memories of them being a kid. And, it really touched my heart, that
Mhm.
song. And all of a sudden I found, when we listen to music, obviously we listen to so much of it. We listen to a few notes into it, either we like it or we don't. But I found myself, I had to listen to the whole damn song. And then the next thing I'm knowing, I'm upstairs in my office and I'm searching you out. Now I'm sitting here the wee hours of the morning listening to your whole damn album. You know, I couldn't believe it. I just couldn't believe that I had never heard of Rob George. So where did that song come from, dude?
The gift called life. Yeah, that's pretty much a hard thing. Family for me comes absolutely first. It's very important. There will be more family songs going out to my parents too. And gift called life was something I wanted to do for my daughter, because I have really a deep connection to her, and we are really, since she's born, we were not only father and daughter, we are also best friends. And so it was clear that I had to write a song about that special situation, because I remember when she was born, like I was before she was born, and how that changed me. It changed me so much. I was a riskful person before she was born. I was riding motorcycles pretty hard, and did a lot of other risky stuff, and it changed me a lot. And such an experience. I mean, when you're a songwriter, for me, it's about telling stories, and that is one of the most important stories of my whole life.
Yeah, and I tell you, I kind of related to it. I got 4 kids of my own, and
Okay.
two daughters. That song really touched my heart, and I'm telling you, you know as very well as I do. I'm kind of known as the most opinionated broadcaster in country music. So if I don't
Okay.
like your music, I'm going to tell you I don't like your music, and I don't care if it's on air and you're right here with me. I'll tell you I don't like your music.
But
It's kind
that's
of got me in.
awesome. I mean, that's honest, and the world needs honesty, absolutely.
Well, sometimes I get a little too honest, and it's kind of hurt my career in the past. But like if you listen to my show, and I know you have in the past, kind of checking me out, because you're not going to come out here and risk your career on me. I can tell you that. But
Okay.
I got this ongoing battle with the Taylor, right? Taylor Swift,
Okay.
right? It's all because of this pop era of country, and
Okay.
like your music's got kind of it all. You've kind of got that traditional country, you got that little
Yep.
flow of rock. Then, of
Yep.
course, you got a little bit of pop in there here and there.
You're right.
So, where do you think country music's going today? Like, do you think we're gonna, like this gift of life, kind of traditional, kind of, dad thing? Can you see Rob George? Like, man, I can't see Rob George twisting on the bloody stage. You know what I mean? But where do you think this pop country is gonna go?
Well, I think it should not go much further than it does today. Uh, People say you'll have to invent new things about music, and it develops, but it shouldn't be developing too far from the origin. I guess what we have now in country pop is absolutely a border which should not be crossed. If it's going further than that border, we just would have pop and no country pop anymore. And the same with the country rap. I cannot find something country-esque in country rap.
Well, that
So
country rap
you
there,
you won't be doing anything with Ludacris
No
or...
country rap coming from Rob George. No,
All right,
absolutely
and
not.
you won't be up on stage shaking it out or shake it off like Taylor Swift, no?
No
all
way,
right.
no way. So
well, the other thing,
I mean, we had to talk about Kristen, my vocal coach and producer, and also co-writer, and she said you have to show some variety on your first album. But I guess that kind of variety you find on my first album is the maximum that it will go. It will not go any further.
Okay, all right.